Hello, welcome to another episode of Ukulele AMA. Today's question comes from one of my private students, Alan, who asks, how can I overcome the plateau that I feel like I've hit with my practicing? And this is a question I get asked all the time. People oftentimes feel like their practices start to stagnate and they're not making the progress that they used to when they were picking up the ukulele every day. And there's a few reasons for this, but let's go and dive into a couple of them. The first one is, know that learning the ukulele is kind of an exponential relationship, just like learning anything, really. And what I mean by that is the first hour you pick up an ukulele ever, you're going to make so much progress because you've never done it, and now you're doing it for an hour. Now, the next hour you take, you can't really expect yourself to make that much progress that you did the first time because the first time was nothing to where you're at. And, it's less obvious on an hour-to-hour basis, and it becomes much more obvious on weeks to weeks, months to months, years to year. What I mean by that is, in your first month of ukulele playing, you might feel like you just skyrocket with your ability. And then in your second month of ukulele playing, you might feel like it tapered off quite a bit. And that's normal because for every minute you spend doing something, later you're going to have to spend 2 minutes to be able to get that much further. It's why there are so many novice players in the world, and they're not a lot of true ukulele professionals. It's just because it takes a lot of time and energy to get to that sort of level. So the first thing is just be, realistic with yourself and take it easy on yourself. It's okay if you don't feel like you're progressing as quickly as you used to, because everyone goes through that. Now, that's not a very that's not a satisfying answer, right? A more satisfying answer to this is what I like to do whenever I hit a plateau, and that's find something that you're really excited to play that's out of your skill level. And I can't stress both of these sides to this coin of you need to be absolutely stoked to play it, and it needs to really push you. Because what happens is growth is created through overcoming adversity, especially in the world of musical instruments and I guess everything in life. But when we're trying to make real progress, we need something to progress through. If you're just playing the same songs over and over, or playing other songs of similar skill levels that use the same chord shapes, maybe you're down here the whole time as you're playing and you're never really going above fret 3 or 4, you can't expect to really progress that much as you would if you start going up and playing something that might be a little scary. But if it's exciting, that scary can be easily, quelled. For me, it was learning Jake Shimabukuro songs. I was really lucky. When I was learning the ukulele, I was in college. I was studying music. I didn't really think I was going to be an ukulele player for a living or anything like that. But I loved the ukulele. And I loved Jake Shimabukuro's music. I fell in love with that While My Guitar Gently Weeps that I'm sure you've all seen so many times. And I was not good enough to learn it, but I didn't really care. I just started working on it and working towards it. And it didn't sound good for a long time, but I made huge strides in my playing just because I was pushing myself to do something that was out of my comfort zone that I was really, really excited to do. So that's my biggest recommendation for when you hit that plateau is, number one, know that it's normal. It's normal to hit a plateau and for your progress to slow because it takes more time the more time you put into it. And know that also, if you really want to make that progress, find something that you're really excited about that's also out of your comfort zone, out of your skill level, so that you can pursue it and improve. I hope that's been a little bit helpful to that question. As always, if you have a question you'd like to see answered here, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I try to read all those and answer the questions here. And special thanks to all of my patrons making these videos and the other tutorials I do possible. I'll look forward to your questions. Take it easy and see you later.